Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about Quinn-McCluskey minimization technique, that is tabular method. Yesterday we have discussed about K-map simplification. It is applicable only for six variable map, six variable. Above that we cannot go for K-map. So for that purpose only we are going for next method called tabulation method. So the tabulation method discuss about for many application the number of input is too large. So the amplification using six variable becomes too difficult. This happens when the number of variable is greater than 6. So some other technique for realizing the combinational circuits are use of programmable logic array, programmable logic device, Quinn-McCluskey minimization technique. It is based on automatic or computer driven simplification routine. A logic minimization technique should have the following characteristics. It should be capable of handling large number of variables. It should be capable of handling large number of variables. Mm, and it should not be depend on the abilities of the user. It should be compatible with the computer so that we can use computers to obtain the solution. And it should be the minimized expression. The Quinn-McCluskey technique satisfies all the requirements. We can use the technique for designing very complex systems. So in that we are calculating two important terms. One is prime implicant, another one is essential prime implicant. A prime implicant is a product term obtained by combining the maximum possible number of adjacent square in the map. So it cannot be combined with any other minterm or group. That means it is a product term obtained by combining the maximum possible number of adjacent squares in the map. So it cannot be combined with any other minterm or group. Essential prime implicant. So if a min term in a square is covered by only one prime implicant, then the prime implicant is called as essential prime implicant. So there are several steps to be followed for Quinn-McCluskey. The first step is first to find all the prime implicant by an each exhaustive search. Second step, to identify the essential prime implicant obtained in part 1 and select from them remaining prime implicants which can give the properly minimized expressions. So these are all will be discussing in the problem itself, because if we solve the problem means it will be easy to understand, right? So that we are consider this problem, we are going to consider this problem. Simplify the boolean expression using k-map and verify it using the Quinn-McCluskey method. We can solve a Quinn-McCluskey method as well as K-map. So the answer will be the same. So you consider this problem for Quinn-McCluskey method. After solving, we can go for K-map simplification, right? Mm, here, here this is a problem, given problem. Y of a comma b comma, this is a 4 variable, right? This is a 4 variable. So it depends on 0 to 15 value. So first you write all the terms. The first step is the first step is write all the terms given, index terms. These are all min terms, so I am writing here as min term, right? Mm, Min term, right? So m0 corresponds to 0 0, m1 corresponds to 0 1, m3 corresponds to 0 11, m7 corresponds to 111. So based on that, then the second step is what you have to do is arrange. Second step is arrange the min term such that uh, zeros and only one is there in the group, another group is two number of one is there in the group. In such way you have to arrange the min terms. So here the first group combines there is no one, There is no 1 in the variable. So I have arranged here as 0, 0, 1. Then consider, is there any only one bit having 1 at a time, right? So here this one is having only 1 at a time, and this is also having only 1 at a time, right? Only 1 bit. So 1 bit cases are also arranged here. And consider 2 bit cases. So 2 bit cases here is 1, 2, only 2 bits. So M3, M9 having 2 ones. And in the same way, you have to arrange 3 ones. So M's that comes under the fourth group. M11, M7. And then you have to arrange M15. That is comes under 4 bit. So this is what your second step. The third step is group the minterm, right? Based on 1 bit position difference. Based on 1 bit position difference. So you consider here, is there any 1 bit differences here? So is there any 1 bit difference? You consider first, you have to check each and every bit. First you have to check these two, check whether only 1 bit difference is there. So this bit same, this bit same, this bit, there is a difference now. So you have to check it. So the difference bit you have to mark it as hyphen. So that here I have marked as hyphen. So group that minterm M0 M1 is differed by 1 bit. So I have marked here as M0 M1. In the same way you have to check next bit also. Next bit means M0 M8. So there is only 1 bit change here. The first bit is changed. So I have marked here as dash. Remaining bits I have as usual I have placed, right? In the same way, further grouping is also possible. We cannot go for this. We cannot go for this M0 with other bits because there are 2 bit changes. Now you consider this bit. Based on that, you have to put the tick mark. What are all the terms are grouped, you have to put the tick mark, right? So here, so M1 is combined with M3. You check whether the any same bit is there. Yes, this bit is same. This bit is differed by only 1 bit position. So M1 M3 I have marked here. In the same way, M1 M9 M8 M9 M3 M9 M3 M11, all those things are grouped as like this. So further grouping is also possible. For that, if you consider M0 M1 M8 M9, M0 M1 and M8 M9, you consider this bit, and this bit is same. This bit, there is only 1 bit change now. So this one, for that I am marking here as dash. So this term is there. In the same way, you have to group further also, that you will get this much calculation. So based on that, you can write, we can write the variable. We can write the variable here, b for g, b bar, c bar, b bar, d. B bar means this value corresponds to, there are 4 variables now, there is no a, there is no d. So here b, c is there, so but 0 is there. So b bar, c bar, all the values are b bar, c bar. Here also b bar, d, c, d. This is what your term. So next we are going for, if we are getting this term only, right? Next you have to go for, the next step is about, you have to write the prime implicant table. Prime implicant table means the simplified table is called prime implicant table. What we have got right now b bar, c bar, b bar, d bar, these are all called prime implicant table. So prime implicant, decimal number corresponding to prime implicant, given min terms. So என்னென்ன min terms இங்கே கொடுத்துருக்காங்களோ அதை அப்படியே நீங்கள் எழுதிக்கணும். என்னென்ன min terms இருக்கு? 1 0 0 1 3 7 8 9 10 11 15. So all the terms you have to write here, and grouping also possible for this particular group. B bar, C bar, the combined min term is called what? M0, M1, M8, M9. So that I have written here. B bar, D bar, for B bar, D bar, either M1, M3, M9, M11. M1, M3, M9, M11. For C, D, you have to write it as what? M3, M7, M11, M15. M3, M7, M11, M. So based on that, what you have to do is, here for this grouping, for this prime implicant, you will be getting what? 0, 1, 8, 9 as a group. So you have to make what? One tick, you have to make a cross for 0 and 1 is there. So in the place of 1 you have to make cross, in place of 8 also you have to make cross, in place of 9 also you have to make cross. In the same way you have to cross. Here 1 is there and 3 is also there, and then 9 is there, 11 is there. In the same way you have to make a cross for 3. So 3 is there, 7 is also there, 11 and 15 is there. So row wise as well as column wise you have to check, right? You have to check about only one cross in the row column. So here there is a double cross. Here there is a only one cross. 8 is only one cross and 15 is also only one cross. So one cross value you have to write, right? And here there is only one cross. So this corresponds to B bar, C bar, right? So 15, there is double cross here. So 15 also it is considered as there is no double cross here. This is a double cross, only one cross is 15. So based on that you have to write the equation. 15 corresponds to CD. So this is your answer. There are several steps to be followed. In the same way, we can apply this in K-map also. In K-map also we can apply A, B, C, D bar is there. So the min term is here is what? 1 0 1 3 7 9. So 0 0 1 3 7 9 8 11 15. So there is a 4 possible combination. So we can combine this as one group. Group 1, this as one group, this as another group. If you are simplifying means you will be getting CD only. If you are simplifying means in row wise, column wise, you have to check. Here common term is B bar and here common term is C bar. So this is answer. This also same. So this way you have to combine them. So here all the terms are covered because there is no need to go for essential prime implicant, because here we have covered all the terms 0 1 8 9 3 11 3 7 11 15, all the min terms we have covered already, so that we didn't go for any essential prime implicant, right? In the next problem we'll be discussing about what is essential prime implicant. I think you will be able to understand this problem. Thank you.